Save our planet. Latin American Eco Atlas reveals pressures of climate change. With data gathered from 33 countries, the United Nations Environment Programme, or UNEP, report, Latin America and the Caribbean Atlas of Our Changing Environment outlines the many environmental tolls facing the region due to climate change. Described through more than 200 satellite images, maps, tables, graphs, and text, the atlas comprises 3 parts. One that explores original diverse ecosystems and species, another documenting current climate issues, and finally, an analysis of 65 specific cases.
Environmental impacts such as high levels of deforestation can be seen in images of Brazil, Mexico, Haiti, Guatemala, and Bolivia. Of even greater concern is the fact that many of the lands are not being cleared for human food, but instead are being tilled for crops used in animal feed, industry, and fuel. Other noted climate effects across the continent include an increase in natural disasters, accelerated glacier melt, and land degradation such as soil and coastal erosion, as well as desertification that currently affects more than 600 million hectares in the region. Among the recommendations made by UNEP are sustainable programs to help halt the adverse direction and restore ecosystems.
We appreciate the United Nations Environment Programme for these comprehensive observations, despite our alarm at their detrimental effect on the environment. Let us quickly heed such meaningful scientific data and act now to restore balance to our planet.
Speaking with concern of climate change's perilous consequences during a November 2009 video conference in Mexico, Supreme Master Ching Hai at the same time emphasized the best way to safeguard the environment and all life therein.
Some of the global warming effects that we hear about are a continued rise in the Earth's atmospheric temperature, warming of the ocean, along with acidification, more frequent and stronger storms, prolonged droughts, and intensified heat waves, soil desertification, plant and animal extinctions, and even melting of permafrost, which could trigger massive releases of more methane gas. And that would be catastrophic beyond an unthinkable scale. Mexico and your neighboring nations have already suffered from some of these effects. How is livestock production connected to these damaging effects, you will ask? There are so many ways that I'm sure I don't have enough time to tell all of them. These include deforestation, soil erosion and desertification, excessive use of precious resources, land and water waste and pollution, and animal, plant and human disease or disappearance. So the solution is very simple. We just have to turn away from the animal products. We stop eating meat, dairy, eggs, fish. Then everything will improve. Life will be easier and we can rest knowing that our children will have a future to look forward to.